It's Sunday already. The weekend has flown in as per usual. But on the upside, tomorrow is a new week where you can go out and smash whatever it is you're planning to smash that week. Now, if you're anything like me, the temptation on a Sunday is just to sit and watch like 35 episodes of that Netflix show that everyone's talking about and do absolutely nothing else whatsoever under any circumstances. But those so-called lazy Sundays are amazing opportunities to get some of that life housework done. So here's a list of some of my favorite things to do on one of these Sundays to help me stay relaxed and give me a much needed boost into the next week. If you're new here, hi, my name's Cameron, and on this channel we talk about things like self-development, self-improvement, and generally just how to get the most out of yourself. So if that does sound like your kind of thing, then make sure to hit that big red subscribe button for me so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Number 1 is find your new favorite song. Something I love doing is just spending half an hour going through YouTube or Spotify and just listen to some random music from one of my favorite genres. I use the suggested playlist that these apps give me, and I'm always sure to find a new song or two that I've never heard before that I absolutely love. And there you have it. Boom, you've just found your brand new jam for the rest of your super productive Sunday. Number 2 is to clear out your fridge. Once you finish watching this video, go open your fridge. Take a little sniff. Yeah, I know, that needs to be sorted now. Like, right now. This is a really easy job, it doesn't take very long, but just pull everything out of your fridge, sort it all out, and chuck out anything that's looking a little bit worse for wear. And definitely throw out anything that's growing other life forms on it as well. Tip number 3 is to plan your meals for the rest of the week. Now that your fridge is nice and clean and you know exactly what you have in there, take some time to plan your meals for the week ahead. Plan your breakfasts, plan your lunches, and plan your dinners, and make a list of what you need for all of those meals. Planning your meals ahead of time is a great way to stay healthy, it's a great way to stay organized, to stop waste, to save money, and it stops that horrible decision making that happens an hour before you want to eat your dinner of what am I gonna have tonight? Number 4 is to change your bed sheets and your towels. Let's be honest, you've been meaning to do this job for a little while now. According to a recent YouGov poll here in the UK, 1 in 20 of us only wash our bed sheets once every 4 weeks. And more than a third of us wait a full 14 days. Now, let's be real, we've all been there, but that is kind of disgusting. In my opinion, there's no better way to start a new week than sliding into a crisp, freshly made bed that night. Number 5 is to spend 10 minutes just organizing one folder on your computer.
Are you doing tricks?
No. YouTube video.
On what?
10 super productive things you can do on a Sunday.
I wonder if there's anything that we do. Probably not, because all we do is sit around and watch Gordon Ramsay.
No, a lot of them are actually.
What?
I'm gonna pretend you're not there. I'm sweating a bit still from my run. I don't know if you ever have that when you've done like a bit of a run and even though you finished ages ago or a big exercise, your body still sweats to try and cool you down. Like I don't feel hot, I'm just sweating a lot. Kind of gross, I guess, but it's the truth. Pretend she's not there. Number 5 is to spend just 5 or 10 minutes organizing just one folder on your computer. This is a task that I know that every single one of you leaves until it's way too late. And before you know it, your My Documents folder looks like a bomb's gone off inside of it. So a really great tip is to keep this really manageable by just organizing one folder every single Sunday. That way over time it'll all start to be a bit more organized and it won't get into that state of disrepair in the first place. As the old saying goes, tidy computer, tidy life. Or something like that. Number 6 is really simply just to go for a walk. Take a little time for yourself this Sunday just by going for a short walk. Any sort of exercise, any sort of time outdoors with some fresh air will help you feel relaxed and rejuvenated. And just give you some time to kind of reflect and clear your head from the week before. And especially at the moment when we're spending so much time indoors, the fresh air can't hurt either. Moving straight on to number 7, which is to check your bank account. Now I know for a fact this one is one that hurts me a lot and I always leave this till I really, really need to. But just take some time today to make sure you've not been overspending in the past week. If you have, make a little bit of a plan to try and cut down this week to make up for it. I think it's so easy, especially for me, to fall into that kind of fear trap of not checking your bank accounts. And the longer you leave it, the more terrifying, the more scary, and the more unmanageable it gets. But for me, this can be a massive source of unnecessary stress. And just by keeping on top of my finances and at least weekly checking up on them and making sure that everything's going as it should be, I find this to be a really easy way to eliminate a source of really massive and unnecessary stress in my life. Number 8 is to write down anything that's been nagging you. Now this tip is something that I've learned from my bullet bullet journaling time. But an amazing thing to do on a Sunday is just to get any stresses, worries, or little niggles that you just have in the back of your mind, get them written down on a piece of paper. Writing things like this down helps you put them in perspective, and it just helps you start to form that kind of plan of attack on how to deal with them. And similar to going for a walk, it helps you start your new week with a more relaxed and clear mind. Number 9 is to write down your big goals for the week ahead. Kind of opposite to writing down your niggles, writing down your goals is an amazing thing to do. Choose a few big things, choose a few little things, and just write them down as your goals for the week ahead. This always helps me focus my efforts on the areas that they'd be best spent on. Also, by physically writing them down, it helps you keep yourself accountable by the end of that week. You can look back and congratulate yourself on your successes, but you can also hold yourself accountable for your failures as well. If you take this a little bit more seriously, like I do, you can write them down in your bullet journal, and it means that by the end of the week, you can regroup and rearrange your goals for the next week. Last but by no means least, number 10 is to plan something fun for the week ahead. Just take a little bit of time to plan something you're actually looking forward to in the next week. Especially as the world starts to return to normal a little bit, we all start going back to our jobs and our lives. It can be easy to forget the little things that we're excited about, the things that really get us going. So plan something fun. It could be a dinner date, it could be a fitness challenge, a movie night, a picnic, absolutely anything. Just get something organized for you to actually be excited about. So there you have it, 10 amazing things that you could do on a Sunday or any day of the week that will really give you just a bit of a boost into the next week. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It does truly help me out. Remember to smash that big red subscribe button. Get up early, make yourself a big breakfast, and get yourself started on one of these really easy but super productive tasks. Because let's face it, folks, next week is coming whether you like it or not. So you may as well get a huge head start and feel excited about it at the same time. Stay awesome, and I will see you next week. Oh yeah. All right. Good deal. See you in the next one.